Okay, today we are doing lesson 3-7, multiplying 2-digit by 2-digit numbers. You already know how to multiply a 2-digit number by a 1-digit number. Today you will learn how to multiply a 2-digit number by a 2-digit number. Here is my question for you. Suppose that a carpenter sells 38 chairs. So go ahead and write 38 in your spiral notebook. I'm going to label it so I remember. 38 chairs, and each chair costs $23. How much money does the carpenter make? So how much money does he make if he sells 38 chairs and each chair is $23? How would you solve this problem? You would solve this problem by multiplying 38 chairs times $23. So to multiply this, where would you start? Yes, you would start with the 3. You are only paying attention to the 3. You are not paying attention to the 2 right now. So we start our problem by saying 3 times 8. What is a 3 times 3 times 8 is 24. So we drop down the 4 and we have to put the 2 up here. We have to carry the 2. So then that was 3 times 8. Now we have to do 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9, plus this 2 is 11. All right, now I'm working with the 2. I'm not working with this 3 anymore. I'm done with that 3. I'm going to cross it out because I don't want to look at it anymore. Since I'm going to the tens spot, I have to drop down a row, and I need to put my magic 0 in. Next, I just multiply. 2 times 8 is 16. I have to carry the 1. Am I done with this 2? Yes, I'm done with that 2. I don't need to look at it anymore. I just have the 1 up there now. Now 2 times 3 is 6, plus this 1 is 7. Now I have 114 plus 760. So go ahead and do that and find out the answer. And your answer is 874 after you add those together. Remember that my question to you was, how much money does the carpenter make? So he makes $874. Dollars would be our label. All right, and then if you want to do that exact same problem except using a picture to solve, let's flip to the next page. I want you to draw this in your spiral notebook with me. I'm going to draw a rectangle, and I'm going to split that rectangle into 4 little boxes. And remember, I'll put my problem up here so you remember what we are doing. We're doing 38 times 23. All right, in order to draw this to solve, we need to say that 38 can break apart into what? Well, how many tens and how many ones? There's 30 tens and there's 8 ones. 23 is 20 tens and 3 ones. So now I just have to fill out my chart or my rectangle down here to solve that problem. So I'm going to move this and put 30 and 8, because 30 plus 8 is 38. And then I'm going to put 20 and 3. All right, next, I'm actually going to erase up here so we're not looking at that anymore. And next, I need to come together. I need to bring my 3 together with my 30 first. I need to do 3 times 30 in this box. So go ahead and do that, and you tell me what it equals. All right, you're right, it equals 90. Then I need to bring the 30 and carry it all the way down and do the exact same thing with 20. So now I'm doing 30 times 20. Go ahead and solve that. 600. Okay, I have to do the exact same thing in these 2 empty boxes. I have to bring the 3 all the way over and do 3 times 8. So you go ahead and do 3 times 8 and then bring the 8 down here. And we need to do 8 times 20. So go ahead and fill in those 2 blanks. So now I have 8 times 3 is 24 and 8 times 20 is 160. Now I have partial answers. I don't have my whole answer for what 38 times 23 is. I just have these 4 partial answers. So I want you to add the 2 partial answers on the top together. And what does that equal when you add 90 plus 24? you're right, it equals 114. Now I need to add the bottom partial answers, which is 600 plus 160, and I get 760. Oops, wrong one. 760. These are my two partial answers. All I need to do is add them together. So I have 760 plus 114, and I get 874. And remember, it's dollars. So we just did the exact same problem of 23 times 38, except we drew it out. Anyway, whichever way you prefer is the way I would like you to do it. All right, we're going to go on and try to solve a couple more problems together. So we will do this problem together. So I want you to try this, 44 times 23. So go ahead and write that in your spiral. I'm going to give you a second to do that. Okay, for those of you who can look at this without worrying about the 2, that's fine. I'm going to erase it because I'm not looking at it right now. I'm just focusing on this 3. So remember, we have the 2 there, but it is hidden for right now. I need to start multiplication. So 3 times 4 is, go ahead and write that down. We have 12. We drop the 2, carry the 1, and then this 3 times 4 is 12 plus 1, 13. All right, now we're going to stop here, and we are now done with that 3. But remember, our problem was 44 times 23. So now we can either leave the 3 or erase it, because I don't like looking at it once I'm done with it. And since we moved over one number, we moved from the 1s to the 10s spot, we have to drop down and we have to add our magic 0. And now we multiply. 2 times 4 is 8, and 2 times 4 is 8. So now we have 132 plus 880. Go ahead and solve that in your spiral notebooks. And once you add that together, you get 1,112. Okay, this time I will not be erasing any numbers, but you can if that helps you to solve. So I would like you to try this problem, 35 times 71. Remember, we have to start with this 1 spot. So 1 times 5 is 5. Got it? And then 1 times 3 is 3. Okay, now I have to move over to the tens place where the 7 is. That means I have to drop down here and add my magic 0. All right, now I would like you to try 7 times 5. What is 7 times 5? It is 35, so drop the 5, carry the 3. 7 times 3 is what? Is 21 plus 3 is 24. Now I just need to add. So I drop down 5 plus 0 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 4 plus nothing, and 2 plus nothing. So my answer is 2,485. All right, our last problem we're going to try looks like this. 96 times 33. Now if it's written like this, remember we want to write, this is horizontal, we want to write it up and down vertical. So we need to either put the 96 on top or the 33. It does not matter which one goes on top. So we can write it vertical, and now we need to start multiplication. So we start in the 1s, and we're only looking at this 3. Remember, only looking at that 3. So 3 times 6 is 18. Oops, sorry. 18, drop the 8, carry the 1, and then this 3 times 9 is 36 plus 1 is 37. I'm done with the 3. I'm done with this 3. So now I need to move to the tens spot, that 3. So now I need to drop down, add my magic 0. Do this 3 times 6 is 18. Put the 1 up there. 9 times 3 is 27. Oh, I'm going to stop right there because Mrs. Clammers messed up. I messed up in this top row. I said that 3 times 9 was 36. I was wrong. It is 27. So I would have got the whole answer wrong because I got this part right here wrong. So we're going to do one more. I'm sorry. That was my fault. We are going to try 35 times 29. There we go. Okay, let's start in the 1 spot. 9 times 5 is 45. I'll get it right this time. Drop the 5, carry the 4. 9 times 3 is 27, and then we have to add the 4. We have 31. Okay, we are done with this 9. We're going to the tens. So we have to drop down, add our magic 0. 2 times 5 is 10. Drop the 0, carry the 1. Are we done with this 4? Yes, we're done with it. And now 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1, 7. Go ahead and add that together, and you will get 1,015. There is your answer.